Hello and welcome back to another video where you can take part in a new editing challenge. In this video, I have partnered up with Nvidia and PC Specialist, so big shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. Later on in the video, I'll go into how I use Nvidia Studio certified products to accelerate my workflow when it comes to working in Adobe Premiere Pro. And I'll also show you the specs of my new editing machine that was built by PC Specialist. I personally love hosting these editing contests. I didn't know it would become such a thing on my channel, but it opens up my eyes to how much talent is out there, and also I get exposed to different types of editing styles. So the other day I picked up a bunch of stuff from the Sidemen clothing warehouse and I found someone that could model the clothes. I rented out a beast of a camera that can record me some 8K footage, and I headed off to a random car park. All right, so we've arrived at our location. I am armed and ready to go with the Canon R5 and the DJI Ronin RS2. Beautiful bit of kit here. This camera shoots in 8K. So I'm here to put it to the test and record some cool cutaways of Ben modeling some Sidemen clothing. Judging from the previous contests, there is a lot of talent out there. And you know, the Sidemen guys will realize, oh my God, there's a bunch of other cool editors out there, and I'll probably lose my job. Why do I do these contests? Either way, taking part is a great way to sharpen up your own edit skills, as well as a good networking opportunity. Whether it's connecting with other dope editors out there or being recognized and being found by a future client. My motto is that you have to be in it to win it. Also, just to be clear, because I have multiple people ask me all the time, you can use this footage for your own portfolio. Now, initially, when I was thinking to do a Sidemen clothing advert, naturally, you gravitate to the idea of the guys having to wear the clothes. But during these times, it's a bit hard to organize things with a group of 7 people and work around their schedule. So I decided to keep things a bit more simple and only use one model. Maybe getting all 7 of the guys involved, that might have to be a longer term project that I have to work towards too. So you never know, maybe I will capture some footage with them and do a part 2 if this goes really well. Spasiba. This means thank you in Russian. So thank you for subscribing to this channel, because that's what you should be doing if you're watching this video. And if you're already subscribed, thank you very much. Why not give this video a like? Thanks, cheers, bye. So more details about how to take part in this challenge and what rules you need to follow is throughout this video, so make sure you watch the whole thing. Also, shout out to Ben, who is the model for this video. He's a sick photographer and has a YouTube channel all about filmmaking, photography, and editing, and much more, kit reviews, all of the stuff you guys want to know from me. He's also an expert in that, so make sure to go ahead over to his channel and show him some love. And while you're on his channel, drop him a little subscription. You know, he's trying to reach goals as well. How did you get over that so smoothly? Watch me be really graceful here. Ow! Graceful. Nvidia and PC Specialist challenged me to show you how I work seamlessly with 8K footage. My choice of cameras for the day was the Canon R5. It was my first time using it, and I specifically chose this camera due to the fact that it can shoot 8K footage. I paired the camera with the new Ronin RS2 gimbal so that I could move around and get a variety of smooth looking shots. Lens-wise, I was using the Canon 25 to 240mm. I felt that this was a perfect lens to use on the day, as I was able to get different focal lengths and I didn't have to keep changing over to new lenses. Shooting 8K footage and then finishing it off in 4K provides huge advantages over shooting 4K native. For starters, image noise is greatly reduced. You get much more finer details when you downsample an 8K clip to a 4K clip. With all those extra pixels, you have the ability to crop, pan, or zoom to 4K without losing quality. When working in a resolution that's larger than the intended resolution, you have much more options when it comes to crafting your framing. You can center it on an important subject of a scene, or crop out anything that's distracting or ruining the composition with your scene. However, the Canon R5 has its limits. It can record 8K, but only at 25 frames a second. So that means we lose out on the sweet slow motion. So every now and then on the day, I had to switch between 8K 25 frames, and then I used some 4K 100 frames. Personally, I love using slow motion. It makes the most mundane things feel more epic. Ah, young Luke Skywalker, we meet again. I swear, I'm never growing up. So towards the end of the day, we started losing light, giving us the perfect opportunity to play around with some lighting. The long tube lights I used are called Astera Titans, and our main fill light was the Nanlite Forza 200. We powered the Forza 200 with a V-Lock battery. So one of the Sidemen jackets has a reflective pattern on the back. So we've brought out our Forza 200 light from Nanlite, and that is going to be really illuminating that design. For anybody that wants advice on how to get better with the gimbal, best advice I could give, go out and practice. So when it came to editing, I was fortunate enough to get my hands on a new system built by PC Specialist. PC Specialist are one of Europe's leading system builders. They build, test, and deliver pre-built systems to your door, now including a range of NVIDIA Studio certified products that have been built to accelerate your workflow. So a lot of you know me as a cameraman, Sidemen's cameraman, whatever, video director, but I also do a lot of editing. So having a top spec machine to work on is like the highest priority that I have. And I don't think you guys are ready to see the specs of this new PC that PC Specialist have sent me. And when it comes to graphics cards, there's only one graphics card an editor like me is getting, and that is the 24GB NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3090. We are in business. For the case, we've got the fractal defined 7XL. Don't know if that means much to you, but I like the design. It's very stealthy, it's very low key. It's not like your typical gaming computer with loads of lights around it. The front of it kind of has the same texture as my car. Processor, AMD Ryzen Threadripper 3970X 32-core CPU. And in the words of JME, man's a Ryzen Threadripper, you're a Pentium dual core. Right, anyway. Motherboard, we've got the Asus TRX 40E gaming motherboard, followed by 64GB of Corsair Vengeance DDR4 3600 MHz RAM. And of course, I'm going to need plenty of storage if I'm working with 8K footage, so I went for a 14TB hard drive. I also have a 1TB NVMe drive that's running the system, but all the main data is stored on that 14TB drive. And, you know, time to time, I might upgrade the storage, because that's the beautiful thing with PCs. If you want to change a component or you want to upgrade parts, you can. They make it very, very simple. Power supply wise, get this. It's a Corsair 1200 watt power supply. It's insane. This thing is power hungry. And processor cooling went with an ultra quiet performance CPU cooler from Noctua. So yeah, it's safe to say that I am nice and up to date here in 2021 with a beast of a PC. I don't know about you guys, but like when I want to buy something, I'll be eyeing it up for ages, especially websites like PC Specialist that let you do custom builds on their website. Every night, just before bed, I'll go on there and I'll make my dream custom build. And this was my dream custom build, and it's here with me now. So yeah, check out the PC Specialist website, as they also offer pre-built systems tailored to your workflow. Or you can configure your own system on PC Specialist website's online configurator, and they will build, test, and deliver your RTX Studio certified rig to your door. Yeah, thank you very much to PC Specialist for my own RTX Studio certified build. I absolutely love it. Thank you very much. So when it comes to sharing this footage with you guys, traditionally what I do, I get all of the selects, I put it all into one timeline, and I render it out all as one clip. I do this because it's more of a friendly way to share video files. I understand that not everybody has amazing internet, and you probably don't want 2TB worth of raw footage clogging up your hard drives. But by me doing this as well, I feel like there's one annoying thing about it. When you drag the video file into your timeline, you're just sort of greeted by this one clip, and you can't see where each individual clip's cut. So you have to watch through it and do it manually yourself. That can be a bit time consuming and annoying. However, Adobe has a new feature called Scene Edit Detection, and that's something that's accelerated by NVIDIA GPUs. It's so easy to use. Right click on your selected clip, and then from the options, find Scene Edit Detection, click Analyze, and then let it do its thing. And then if you're using an NVIDIA GPU, you'll realize that in no time, it processes through that video and creates the cuts for you. I think that's a very neat feature that I'd share with you guys. And that brings me on to the topic of what is NVIDIA Studio? NVIDIA Studio is an initiative by NVIDIA to work with systems and laptop partners like PC Specialist to design products fit for a creative professional's need. This product is then tested by NVIDIA in creative applications and workflows such as Premiere Pro. And if it passes NVIDIA's testing, then it's a certified NVIDIA Studio product. And to me personally, it means that my workflow has been improved. To take this for example, here's my edit, and without hardware acceleration, we're just relying on CPU right here, the playback and scrubbing through this footage becomes a difficult task. You get extreme lag and you get dropped frames. However, once you enable GPU acceleration, I can now breeze through my timeline and focus on the creative side of things. So for us editors, it now means that we can export high resolution videos up to 5 times faster than with CPU alone by using popular codecs such as H.264 or H.265. NVIDIA releases studio drivers as well, which ensures that you have the most stable and performant and up-to-date system to take full advantage of the GPU applications like Adobe Premiere Pro. A lot of the time we have footage that needs to be reframed for social media. So for example, if you're taking the footage that I'm sharing with you guys and you're trying to make a story out of it, you're gonna need to reframe so your subject is always in shot. Traditionally in Premiere Pro, you used to have to keyframe to keep your subject tracked to wherever you want them, but there is an auto reframe feature that I don't know how it works, but it just works. So basically it automatically tracks the most important content and quickly adjusts the aspect ratios to make sure your content is properly framed for different video formats. And of course this feature is also accelerated by NVIDIA Studio. Right, enough of the geeky stuff, all right? And allow me, because I only just got this PC over the weekend and I've been gassed to use it. It's been so sick so far. Let's get into the entry rules for this contest. Rule number 1, I am looking for a 30-second to a minute edit. Don't go over the 1 minute mark, please. Your video won't be seen. Rule number 2, please only use music from Epidemic Sound. Now there is a link in my description that you can go to, register and get a free week's trial. So it's important that you use the music from Epidemic Sound, because when it comes to me reacting to your videos and the song is something that'll get me a copyright claim, I won't be able to react to your video and we don't want that. How long do you guys have? Let's do the deadline 5th of February. On the 5th of Feb, done out here. And anyone at any skill level can enter. Don't be thinking, oh, I'm not gonna be good enough for this, because the only way you can sharpen up your skills is by practicing. So everybody enter, please. How am I gonna see your entries? Well, I'm gonna do it the same way I've been doing it, which is Instagram. Upload your video to Instagram, but make sure to hashtag Sidemen edit challenge. The hashtag is gonna be on screen right now, so you can't get it wrong. SDMN edit challenge. When you use that hashtag, it will allow me to search that hashtag and see every single entry that has that hashtag. Please also tag me in your post, which is @ConFilms. Feel free to also tag Sidemen Clothing and the sponsors for today's video, NVIDIA and PC Specialist. Their tags will all be up on screen over here. I'm sure they'll love to see what you guys have come up with. Also, it goes without saying, you should be following me. If I see a sick entry, but you're not following me, that's disrespect. You're not getting into the reaction video. So yeah, deadline, 5th of Feb. Oh, prizes, rewards. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna pick 10 of my favorite edits and then I'm gonna react to them in a video, and I'm gonna try get the guys involved as well, the Sidemen lot. Prize-wise, I find it a real big challenge to pick a winner like 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So you know what? It's just gonna be the 10 people, they're all gonna get a prize. And if you've watched the previous edit challenge videos, you know that the prizes they're decent. And you know, with me securing such a big sponsor with NVIDIA and PC Specialist, you know that the prizes are gonna be good. Okay, so we've gone over how to submit your entry, but how do you actually get your hands onto the footage? Head over to the link in the description. There'll be a link that will take you onto my website where you'll be able to download a text file that will contain multiple links of where I'm going to upload the footage. Sometimes the links go down, so in that text document, I'm gonna have loads of different links to where you can download the footage. And in case one of the links doesn't work or something's happened to it, you can refer to the 2nd, 3rd, and it just depends how many downloads I make. So yeah, like I said, I'll be shouting out my favorite 10 edits in a reaction video, and I'll try my best to get the Sidemen guys involved and react to it as well. What am I looking out for in these edits? I don't know. It's something eye-catching, something that makes me go, whoa, something that makes me feel something that is just cool. Pick a good beat, do some cool edits, and just, you know what, most of all, enjoy yourself. Try and teach yourself something new during this process. If you've taken part in my previous editing challenges, there's nothing stopping you from taking part in this one as well, so feel free to join in. I will also be working on my own edit that I'll be showing you in the next reaction video. So yeah, I really look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Again, another big shout out to PC Specialist and NVIDIA for sponsoring today's video and sending me this beautiful computer. I love it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.